What's new, pussycat? Woo, woo, woo. So, I seen you yesterday unloading that trailer, and then
Yeah.
I seen you start scratching the ground, and I had to go out, and I came back, and I thought, and the pile of dirt on the road was bigger than the house. I thought, what is my boy got roped into here?
Yeah, that's how it goes out there. It's a motherfucker. That's why I wanted to get this skid steer done, you know? Or this
What
this
was it for,
bucket.
Tom? Was it for water?
No, that was a sewer line. So
Sewer, okay.
the repair itself took me about 5 or 10 minutes, you know.
It was
But
getting to it.
that's why I got to get this thing going. Because look at the size of my foot compared to this
Yeah,
bucket.
exactly.
And the reach, you know. That little piece of fuck. It don't work, you know. It does its job for what I need it to do, but you know, look how little this guy is. And fucking
Yeah. Takes twice the time, 3 times the time.
yeah, 4 times. But see, when with those jobs, nobody does it like I do it out there. I've never seen anybody do it that way. But I go in there with my skid steer, and then I don't got to do any shoring or nothing because that's all sugar sand.
Exactly.
And I tear the fuck up.
Hey, princess.
And look at this is the dipper arm for that other one. It's bigger than the whole reach of that little dipper arm.
Yeah, for sure.
But one of these days, I forgot the seat here too. That's the seat for that thing. So that's why my back hurts. That's what I'll say.
When your pussy's aching.
Hey, I might mount one of these bad boys up there. Hey,
Get a recliner on there. Here she is.
no, I'm gonna get this off of here real quick. So pardon my being.
Alrighty.
Oh, it's getting warm out here in the world. I got a lot of logs over there. I got an order for fence I gotta fulfill too.
Hey. Okay, hey. Okay. Sergeant Kayla. Cole. Okay. How are we?
Oh, this trailer's rotten. There's another job to do. I didn't realize how bad this was.
Damn phone ringing.
Oh!
Oh, God, overall. Hello. Rick, good to see you, bro. How's it going? We're all good. Everybody's good. Certainly shall, Rick. I certainly shall. That photo you sent me yesterday, bro, it made me smile. That damn cat is cute as 10. You're going to have to just keep her now for your and her entirety, bro. That's what's going to have to happen. Dude, good to see you, Scoob, my brother. Peace and love, man. Cheers. Look at that old thing smoking, man. He needs to clean up the turbo in that thing. That turbo is burning hard, and that's on a cold start. That's how you know. I haven't seen Leah here yet, Zach. Don't think she's here. USA, good to see you, brother. Good to see you. I showed an airline day. I've been trying to convince my neighbour to take it. His daughter wants her. Oh, that'd be awesome, Rick. If you can rehome her to somebody that wants her, you know, and she's close by, you'll always be able to see her growing up as well. That's a win-win situation, brother. So it's not such a bind for you then, bro. Be right back to work duties. Okay, beautiful. See you soon.
Bye, love.
I'm not going nowhere, sweetheart. I'm stopping here with you.
Oh, my bad. Oh. Oh, what do we do today? I see a nice chair right over there. Yeah. I sure would like to get that Corvette started, but you know how that goes. I got enough things half started around here.
Mm-hmm.
I got a piece of fence that I bent over that I grow all the shit on over here, but I think we're going to bring all that stuff across the street because I'm making her move her garden so I can eventually build a garage over there or whatever it is I'm going to build.
Okay, grease gun work.
What's that?
So what's the time frame for all of that?
Grease gun work for, what are you talking about?
I have no idea.
In crime are going to behave today. What's the time for all that? Let me look here. What's up?
No, that was my question. What's the time frame for all of that, moving it across the road, and what's your time scale and getting things done like that?
Oh, for going across the road, we don't work on a time frame around here. That was in the past.
I know all that. Hence the question.
I don't even think about that anymore. Although this past couple of days was hurry up and get it done, but I'll move if I need to. But other than that, I don't give a damn.
I was in awe. I was looking at you doing that job, and I thought, Lord, man, I had no idea that little machine where you'd have the damn thing down so deep down up in there. I bet you was digging and keep going, man. You're thinking, fucking hell, when's it gonna stop?
No, that one was deep. I've done a couple of them out there like that. And matter of fact, the biggest one I did out there was a manhole, and that went down 10 feet. All right. But when they came out and marked the lines, they were 25 foot off of where they marked. So not only did I have a hole, but I was searching.
The 10-foot hole.
So you see how I built a ramp like that? Well, I had a ramp 4 times as high as that and twice as long, and then it did an L. So I had to go down and I excavated the whole yard, and it was crazy. And then finally, I upcharged them too. I said, "Hey, we've been looking for something that ain't there."
Extra work. Yeah, for sure, man. For sure.
But you got to be, it's all in the details. Just like that mailbox, I had to move that mailbox yesterday, but I put all that in my contract. That's on you. If I damage it, then it's on me. But I'm not sitting there and digging 2 holes to put a fucking mailbox in. Someone else can do that. I'm there to fix that sewer line. And it was nasty too. Plus they had an auger in there that broke off, so we had to retrieve that as well. But
Minty. Minty. Long time no see, brother. Good to fucking see you, my guy. I hope you're all right. I was going to call you today, but you're here. Look, how bizarre is that?
we're gonna take a little walk. Take a walk. I'm gonna go finish that carpet. But
Down by the Cold Lake Shore.
nope. Fuck that lake. We're on the other side here.
Oh, sorry, bro. Yeah.
No, matter of fact, they just paved a big old strip out there, so I guess they're gonna add 2 inches down the whole highway. I just drove right across it with all my shit, so there's a nice little indent in there now. Let's see, where do I lose? Oh, I can't go. I don't have I got to put another thingamadoo out here so I can get at the sawmill. I got to get rid of these logs before the bugs start getting in them. I was almost thinking this one was standing dead, and there's 2 pieces in there like that. I was thinking about doing my trim for upstairs out of that.
Yeah, man, that would have awesome patina.
Yeah, well, it all looks the same once you cut it down, But
Howdy, Andy, darling. I've missed you, Minty. I hope you're good, bro. Knuckle, good to see you, brother.
Knuckles. Yeah, so Kayla is too young to have kids. Aren't we all? We were just talking about that this weekend when we went camping. My little sisters and her friends and shit out there. And I'm like, I might have a couple of kids out there that are your age. I got to put a railing on here before they can go in there. I probably won't, but that's the good. That's the correct thing to do.
But it's a requirement, but I probably haven't got time.
We can't even get the carpet in this place. When easy money's on the handle, everything stops for the easy money first, though,
Well, we've got to prioritise. What do? What's a man to do?
I'm still working on these cupboard doors.
They're laid for procurement. It's all about the aging and weathering. We know what we're doing, Tom. It's all gravy, baby.
Yeah, it's a blessing to get to the age where I don't give a fuck as a thing.
Well, it comes through in stages, doesn't it? Because you don't give a fuck when you're younger and you get into all sorts of fucking trouble. And then you go through a stage where you try hard. And the harder you try, the realise the more you fail. And so you go back to the original stage of not giving a fuck. And then everybody's happy again.
Right. Exactly. And I don't think I'm going to put tack strip in these rooms either. I should, though. They're still looking a little floppily. Huh. Oh, there we go. Now it's brand new.
There you go.
Now I just got to find my knife and I can trim it up.
Mm-hmm.
You know what game we're playing? Where the fuck is it?
Where the fuck are you?
When you don't finish stuff on time and you just go willy-nilly, you tend to have to look for your shit 39 times. There it is. Oh.
Them carpets are like blondes. You lay them right the first time and they're there for years.
Well, that or they stick to the floor and they just won't leave. All right, let me grab my other thing. See, I don't know. I get a lot of people. Well, how do you do this, or how do you acquire things? Like, for one thing, you quit fucking going on the internet and asking people how to do things, then you get out there and you fuck some shit up. That's how you do it.
Yeah, you learn to mend things by breaking things.
Go out in the world, meet some people, and do some things. That's how you do it. There ain't no big secret to it all. Just get out there and get it done. Try to, anyway. Even if you can't, do your goddamn best. That's all you can do. And if you do that consistently, you'll be surprised how lucky you get. Let me see. Oh, that's why I'm going to get lucky tattooed on my forehead. Oh, all right.
Lucky mofo.
Lucky. See, look at that. I didn't use these wheelbarrows but a couple times, and I borrowed them out. And this is how I got them back.
It's
Broke.
always the way, bro. It's crazy how barrows this country. We've only got one wheel in the middle.
Yeah, well, those are kind of a pain in the ass, but they're good for some things, That was the first time I bought two of them because there was me and another guy, and we were doing an addition, and we had to wheelbarrow a bunch of block and shit around the house to lay the footings. Because in Michigan, with frost footings, you want to be down at least 42 inches by code, so 48 plus footing. So there was a lot of wheeling going on. So I bought two wheelbarrows. I'm allergic to them myself. Wheelsbarrow. Yeah, I can get this done. I got a box around here that has, I didn't even grab that. See, I got a box around here that has a bunch of pole holders for doing the pole that goes in the closet.
Yeah.
I thought that was a crack. It's a spider web. But so I gotta find that box, and then I'll probably end up buying the poles because I can't really make poles.
Good morning, Uncle Larry. Good to see you, brother.
Uncle Larry, what's up, Scooby? I'm gonna wander around here until I'm done wandering around. Then I'm gonna cut this carpet like a professional. It's my story.
What the hell does that mean?
It's my story. I'll tell it however I want to tell it.
Mm-hmm. His story, Jackanory.
Yep. Oh, I looked and seen my coffee too, so I don't have to make an extra trip.
Awesome. Great live yesterday, by the way, Uncle Larry. I thoroughly enjoyed myself. Thank you very much, brother. It was awesome.
Uncle Larry, I practiced that song about 7 or 8 times now, so another 45 and I might have it.
Yeah, you might have the first chords.
I should start trying to learn some of them. I just never been a big repetitive player like that. Nothing against it. It doesn't come natural for me. That's why I kind of shy away from it.
Yeah, I kept I put it in the chat, Uncle Larry. Let's get to 50. Let's get to 60. And then we're past 70. I was going to cut, let's get to 100, but you'd had enough and cut off. But you had, I think it was 76 likes or something like that, Larry, yesterday. It was an awesome day for you, bro.
Nice. I don't get a lot of likes because I piss people off. They don't like to hear it.
Well, we've got 13 for 13. You can't grumble at that, you miserable bastard.
Yeah, it could always be 14, you pricks. It's all good.
Oh, Lordy. This is what happens When she sends you out the house and she hasn't brushed your hair for you and given you clear instruction, this is how you get.
Is that what that is? I was wondering.
Let loose and let wild. This is what happens.
I don't know how these guys can drink like they do and not feel like a bag of mush, though. I am jealous of that.
Was it 105 in the end? Because I was skipping and out. That's fucking awful to go for such a small channel as well, bro. It's just amazing. You know, it's like one day you will have because you are awesome.
Hell yeah.
Love Doubt's all fire, Leah Beer.
It's beautiful for sure. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, it's amazing all the people you meet around the world. There's so many talented people out there. That's why I can't understand why there's so much poverty and fucking angst and everything else. But a lot of that stuff comes with people just dredging up the past and not being able to fucking deal with it.
And a lot of it is when you got raw talent like that, they won't sell their soul down the fucking river, so they remain in poverty with a God-given talent.
Yeah, that has some to do, I guess. I don't know if you gotta sell your soul to be comfortable, though.
Oh, no, absolutely. You could do more, obviously. So we're 15 for 13 now. Get grumbling. It might make it 15 for 15.
Yay! Yay! I was watching earlier, I seen this guy and he had just posted something really dumb, and he's like, I guess this is where you get the likes. And he had like 77,000 likes on there. And it was just something short and stupid as shit.
Yeah.
I can't do that. I mean, I might. I got some ideas. But it's not.
Number 14, Dave. Thank you.
My son is 8. He's going to be 9. And he's just to that age where he's starting to have ideas, So I'm curious to see that. Really, the only thing I ever live for is my kids anymore anyway, so. But it's fun watching them come into their own and think, oh, I'm going to do this. And I'm that dad that I'm going to help them attain whatever that is. Unless it's really fucking stupid, then I'll be like, hey, bud, this is stupid. But, it's fun watching him. He met his cousins were all at this camping thing this weekend. And they were getting back and forth talking about ideas. And because of the internet, they can talk from afar, So that's a really cool thing, too.
Mm-hmm. Yes, when it's utilised correctly, it is cool, but when there's so much shit on it, it puts a downer on it, or doesn't it?
Yeah, it's too hard to sit there and watch kids and make sure they're not looking at all this shit. But there's so much smut and everything else on there. And there's no reason they couldn't kind of modify things or just develop a whole. They got YouTube Kids, but it's like for really little. So where do you draw the line, I guess, is their problem.
That's right. Where's in the middle?
Oh, where do we cut this at is the problem. Here's another reason to not have closets in your house. Then the guy don't have to do all this. But I guess if you're not the one doing it, it don't matter,
right? My knees aren't the ones hurting, bro.
That's like, I love going to customers' houses and that they want to add something to the list, right? Well, you can just do that real quick. Bitch, you better get the fuck out of here with that.
Well, if it's real quick, you can get on and do it and saves me the bother, can't you?
I've done things like that where I go, here you go, here's a hammer, come here. I'm going to show you how to do it.
Exactly. If it's only quick, here's the tools. You crack on. You'll be done in no time.
Yeah.
Hey, Dave. Good to meet you, bro.
All right, now we gotta cut this long edge here. Dave, are you the Dave? I think Dave is the guy that does all the amphibian stuff.
Dave's seen me around. He just doesn't know my face. That's all. He knows. Everyone just knows I have creator. And when you come up here now, pin message, they don't know who I am. If I was up here as I have creator, they all know that name, you know.
Right. Wait a minute. What? You don't have? You're not on there as creator?
No, that's me. Pin message. I haven't told you.
Oh, you cunt!
Oh, that was absolutely from the heart, bro.
I was like, who the fuck is this guy? For a couple days. I knew it had to be somebody though, so I was like, well, whatever.
That's tickled me. That's the response I was looking for when I'd done it. Perfect.
Yeah. I don't kick nobody any fucking way, you know. But the thing that was fucking with me is I never remembered turning pinned message blue, and I was like, what the fuck? Or maybe I did, you know, because I am getting senile, so. I don't think I got to trim much up here.
That's why I have to have my messages pinned so I don't forget them.
I think I might have found a boat motor the other day, though.
Oh, okay.
That's really my only want for this year is a new boat motor. I could give a fuck about anything else. But if it's boat motor or a garage, I'm gonna have to go garage.
Yeah, absolutely.
I just don't got enough storage space around here, you know?
I can see that. I can see you struggling for room.
I mean, really, I should just put up a sign that says $1. Everything's $1, but like if you buy a chainsaw, every little piece on that chainsaw is $1, you know?
That's right.
I'll be like these politicians. If you could trick them, you could beat them. Pinned. You fucking pinned. You're getting all you're getting all techie on us, eh?
I've had the same response from everybody, bro. Exactly. They're like, how are they? I'm like, you know, my crazy fucking brain.
Let's see. Oh yeah, one done. No, we ain't.
It's because all the chats that I moderate, they always ask, can someone type in 18 plus chat or 21 plus chat for my pinned message? So I just thought I'd be pinned message.
Right? No, that's a good idea. That's a good one. Well, we are done with this room. I got some tight areas because the asshole that did the drywall, you know, there's no reason to go all the way to the floor like this, and I don't know why the fuck I did that in here, but what happens is it creates a tight corner, so you either got to cut it out and make a mess, or you cut your carpet at a stupid angle, which is dumb. But this room is ready for baseboard. I wonder if let me see if I got these. Let's play a game called Where in the Fuck is My Coffee? There it is. See, she's going to move right in here, fully furnished. all this nice furniture, drawers.
It's lovely.
I gotta put,
Lovely.
and then then she'll live in it for a while and probably fuck some shit up. If not, that's okay too. Them doors are my nemesis. I got half the notion to just scrap the whole project and redo it again because this crookedness just got me. I mean, they are functioning.
Yeah. Is that top gone off yet? Is that top gone off, Tom, or is it still sticky?
Sticky?
Yeah.
No, they're all goofy.
No, the actual top, the work surface.
Oh, I never checked. No, see, got a little bit. It's better than it was, but it's real slow. But now it's warming up, hey, so it might just be a heat thing.
I did
That's
say
why.
that to you, didn't I? It was so cold. I did say if you put some heat in there, it may make a difference.
Yeah, matter of fact, I'm gonna open this door too. Although it stays nice and cool in here, but it's getting warmer. Yeah, if I threw a dehumidifier in here and that, it would probably help. But I would like to have this a foot overhang. That's how it should have been. But I cut off this portion because it was all rotted right here.
Yeah. Which is a shame, but it still looks nice though, bro.
Yeah.
And it still functions. You can still pull stools up to it.
Yeah, well, and that's what I was thinking. I'll just leave it be. We'll see if it dries totally, it'll be fine. And I probably
Yeah.
could just do a thin layer with extra hardener in it, and it might allow it to do it.
Procure underneath. Yes.
I only got 2 thin layers on here. Really, you should do 3. And I got deep pour too, where I could band this with a different wood and just pour it an inch thick. But I'm not going to waste my time on this. That's already kind of shitty. And people they're like, oh, it looks so great. Well, I can find this fucking shit anywhere out there, It's just a right log. And this is maple, but it's not really that hard to find this type of wood. I could go out on the side by side with the log trailer and pull a piece that big easily. But you'll see when you. All right, what was I looking for? I was looking for some plate covers. I do say. What's in here?
Welcome in, Byron.
Man, I don't know if we're gonna find any. Actually, I gotta get light bulbs too for that little stupid thing. I wonder if that. Strike one. Well, I might have to end up going to the store for that stuff too.
Oh no.
This is
Oh
called the
no.
punch list era. When you get to this stage on a build, you're going through your punch list. That's what we call it. Where you're finding all the little things. Maybe you're missing 2 or 3 switch plates. Maybe a switch is broken.
Yeah. Snag list, we call it here.
Yeah. Snagging it all before you go because you don't want to come back for
That's
something
right.
stupid. And there's a lot of people out that will nickel dime you to death because once you've built their house, they think they own you.
Are you going to Home Depot, this guy?
Home Depot, we don't have one here. We have a Lowe's and a Menards, and we have some smaller home builder outfits, but no Home Depot. I think the closest Home Depot is 100 miles from here. Let's see. Dang, I don't have any outlet covers here. I got a bunch of off-brand, wrong colors. Well, We'll have to start making a list and checking it twice. Okay. Well, let's go get a notepad. Because I sure...
always forget something.
Well, and when you've let a project bleed on for 4 years, it's kind of... You forget what you don't and do have, too. Especially when it's scattered. Oh, what's this? What's this? Oh, what the fuck? These are all light switch covers. Well, that's close, but...
Here she is, Byron. So if I was to ask my guy where he's from, he'll tell you he's from right here, right now.
This is
Where you
true.
from, Tom?
Right motherfucking now.
Yeah.
This is
There
Michigan.
you go, my God.
This here be Michigan. The upper part.
Exactly that, Dave. All them fucking, I'll get that later on, all come as one.
I got a warrant in Chicago right now, actually. That's still
No.
open.
Well, we'll leave that there. But the truth is, Byron, I'm in the UK and the host is in Michigan. There you go. Michigan and England. We're just having a laugh with you, bro. We're just pulling your leg. But that's what our answer always is. We're from right here, right now. We can't be anywhere else.
Yep. It's a street thing, It's a street and a prison thing. Where you from? Well, I'm from right motherfucking here right now, I guess. But I've always been that way, so...
Me too.
Even when I was a kid, I'd look at the teachers or where are you from? Where the fuck are you from? Well, I'm from town, young man.
Oh, look at that. Look at that, Tom. So Dave works on RVs. You needed him last week. There's a lot that he's saying he has a lot of fuck it laters.
Oh, I've worked on so many of them damn things. I lived in an RV for 2 years while I put my ex-wife through college, through masters. So, and actually, I've had a few here outside on the hoist. I brought my rolling hoist out and I'd spray foam. Actually, there's probably some video on that. Spray foam them and redo them. My motto was I'll do anything but a back rub and a shoe shine. So there's that.
Well, I've only got a shoe shine.
Yeah. Well, dang pen. Oh, I know where there's a pen.
Oh Lord, 25 years working on those godforsaken shit hailers. Absolutely, bro. That's exactly what they are. They started back in the day with the Airstream trailers when they had leftover bits of aeroplanes and stuff, and so they made it a trailer from it,
Yeah. It's a non-extraditable warrant, by the way. And even if they wanted to, I filed a pro se motion in prison, so they can't do shit about it.
That's right. That's the David of truth. They cannot rebuke you.
No, they had time to come and get me. I was way close to. I was down in the Mississippi River, way down southern Wisconsin. So they had no choice. They came and got the rats, though. And that's what gave me the idea to say, hey, you guys are fucking within reason to come get me so I can take care of this. So when I get out, I don't got to worry about it. So I filed the paperwork. They sent me back a notice that they received it, and then it was 180 days from then. Come get me, bitches. And they
That's
did.
right, brother. Because paperwork precedes man, and they know it, and that's why the pen is mightier than the sword, bro. You struck them out. That's what happened.
Yeah. And that's, I still, every time I get pulled over, there's 2 or 3 cops that come. So whatever. Oh, well. I actually try to get pulled over lots of times because I know I'm in the clear. But these rookie cops, oh, we got him. We got us one. All right. So what's our list going to say? Switch. We're going to draw pictures because we're cavemen around here.
So first things first, we need an 8-pack.
8-pack?
8-pack each.
8-pack of each? Are we still talking
each. Hold them beers, eh?
We need we're gonna go times 12. Let's see. We don't need any of those. We need a triple. There's a double, triple double. I could have swore I opened up a pack of off brand plug covers the other day. I don't know. I suppose I don't have any triple covers. But you know what's going to happen? I'm going to go buy these and then they're going to magically appear.
Then you're going to find some in the workshop, that's right.
I might have some out in the shipping container too, but when you're doing this type of stuff all the time, a big thing that helped me was anytime I bought something that I needed one or two of, I'd buy a bulk case of them, whether it was outlets or switches or damn plumbing fittings or you name it. I just buy, if I'm building, I'll buy a bunk of lumber. Fuck just buying 20 or 30, just buy 200. I think 156 come on a bunk. But I don't have any of that stuff lit. Well, I might have some treated back there. But you use it up if it's your career,
You certainly do. You go through it quicker than you know.
And that's almost like putting money in the bank. And in the last 10 years, it was doubling sometimes your money because you bought it low and you sold it high.
Wood is more expensive than steel here at the moment.
Oh, I think it is here too, actually. What else do we need? We need pole. We need some pole. Pole! We'll draw a nice little picture of that. Closet rod. It's hard to write like this.
We need some north and south pole. Put down the phone. Here we go.
What do we need for closet rod? We're going to use my arm as a tape measure. No, we're not. It's too short. If you were here, I'd use your arm, okay?
Okay.
God damn it, anyway. Okay. We need from here to here. See, a lot of people would hold that up against the wall, but we know we're square here. So we do this. We got 10 foot. So we need two 10-footers because those two rooms are identical. And we need probably two 8-footers. Let's see here. Yep. 8 foot. I wish I could get inside the house that I had to sell through my divorce to get some pictures. It's actually, the first floor looks very similar to this little apartment. Yeah, 2 8s and 2 10s. That's easy enough. Okay.
So you're going to get to the store, Dave, saying, read your list and look at the pictures, and you're going to get a damn stripper pole.
Yeah. Well, I do got 2 ladies moving in here, so they got to learn somehow.
Old Scooby. They're talking in the chat when Scooby goes to the damn store on his mower to fetch beers. He makes me fucking laugh.
Did you see Fabian's picture of Scoob? It was a pretty good one.
Oh, I didn't see it.
I just hope they never draw me. Ha! But see, I'm in the gray club, so they won't. You're not allowed to draw me in the gray club.
Me neither.
Fuck it. Okay, so
Can't wait to take me to his first dispensary. You're damn right. Absolutely.
what? You guys don't have dispensaries?
Oh no, it's illegal in my country, bro.
Really? But
Yeah,
that's how well, never mind.
we know the ins and outs.
Fucking all them cunts are smoking, and they still make it illegal, hey?
Exactly. Bro, it's illegal to have guns here. It doesn't mean they're not here.
Yeah. Yeah, it's illegal for me to have guns too, but that don't mean I can have one in 5 minutes.
That's right.
The only plus side of having it legal here is everyone's got one in their house, if not dozens of them.
Leah is tonight. I think when I spoke to Fabian last, he said he's doing Leah and then me, and then someone else and someone else. I know I'm on his hit list.
Yeah, he's pretty good at drawing.
We all are. What he's going to do us all eventually, you know.
Yeah, well, it gives him something to do. I'd love to go down there, but it'll be a while before I can go. If I go, I'm going to bring the kids down there and go fishing. And
All the good stuff.
have some family that lives down there, but they're estranged. And I just found out, actually, speaking of family down there, my cousin's kid is going to sit life in prison for a murder charge that he got wrapped up in.
Oh Lord.
And it's so crazy, you know, because he had a full ride scholarship for football. How the fuck, you know, these kids just let themselves get entrapped in this bullshit, this wanting, this feeling of belonging to something other than their miserable life, whatever that, you know. It's fucked up. I didn't mean to bring us down that path, but it keeps coming to my mind because it's fresh. I've never been that bored in my life that I needed feel like I have to fit into a club. I just
No,
never.
definitely no. Me neither, brother. I
Fuck
can
that.
stand alone. I can stand alone, no problem, and I do stand alone, no
I could
problem.
sit in this fucking shop and talk to myself all day long, no problem, and I do. It just happened to have this YouTube on here.
Exactly. Exactly. Yes, we are, Nicole. Yes, yes, we are, my lady.
Are you gonna come over before or no?
Well, my letters come here. Look, I've got my MRI this Monday,
Right.
and that they're going to do the whole of my spine, and so I would like to, but that means I would have to return and
Yeah.
then come back again. I would rather just hold
That's
on to my beans and come over and stay. No, I don't want to have to come back.
yeah. That's a lot of fucking around.
Well, it's needless money as well. It's quite a lot of money to do, you know, and I could spend that
Yeah.
elsewhere better,
Exactly.
on better ways.
That is exactly it. If shit was free in the world, it'd be a different story.
Oh, I'd be there already. We'd be doing this YouTube from there. I wouldn't be sat here.
Yeah.
I'd get treatment over there. I'd pay for my surgery over there.
Yeah. Well, I was just looking into what they're saying that I got, and it's 80 grand is the worst case scenario for a to work on the heart valves or whatever. 80
Hmm.
grand.
Where do they get these numbers? Where the fuck do they pluck these numbers from? It's absolutely ludicrous.
I don't know, but they got you fucked, don't they? Because what are you gonna do otherwise? Go
Exactly.
shopping? Go to fucking
Hmm.
Walmart? That shit should be free across the board. But then all these highfalutin fucking doctors couldn't have their club, right? And you know who's in that club? The
We
bank,
do.
the
We
bankers,
do.
this and the that and the that and the this.
The
And
biggest cartels in the world run it
if
all.
if you're lucky enough to have a really good successful business that does well, then maybe they'll let you in the club. But other than that, or you're somebody's daddy's baby's kid. Well, we got two things on the list. What else did I need? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll go cut some wood. I really don't. Well, you know what? Let's go finish this. We got our list there anyway, so if I remember, I can jot it down. We're gonna finish this side. I can't believe that I don't have any of them. At least now. And I got to make the box springs because they're going to use all. How the fuck? How are you 40 years old and still have nada? Because she had kids at a young age. That is the answer. That was kind of rhetorical, but if there's anybody young on here listening, don't have fucking kids on them, not in them. And if you're female, use your hand or your mouth or something, you know? But anyways, yeah, so I got to make a box spring for these. These are all king mattresses because that's how we roll around here. Actually, this one looks smaller. Oh, that might be a queen there. Huh. So anyways, we got those to put in them rooms, but I got to make... Oh, there's another king. Those are the biggest gimmick ever. I bought that. It came in a box about this big, and then you undo it, and then you never, ever be able to pick it up because it's heavier than shit.
That's right, bro.
Oh, that might be the different. Might be this one. Yeah, this is the one that came in the box.
You've just literally shut down the condom industry by reminding the girls that they've got a hand and a mouth.
I'm telling you, that ain't all either. They got another hole.
Oh Lord.
I'm just saying that's a big bill to take on when you could have just fucking eradicated the situation that quick of a switch. But anyways,
And that quick of a switch, forgive the pun. While the river's running red, use the dirt track instead. Is that what you're saying?
all I know is if you would have missed a lick, you'd have had a third hole.
On the twirl.
My daughter, I don't know if you know about this thing, but it's called Poppy Playtime. For anybody that got kids, you know what the fuck I'm saying. So
Yeah,
these
the boys
characters,
in it.
and
They use them for drywalling in this country.
yeah, well, so these are my stilts, and my daughter wants me to be, what is the hell is it? Huggy Wuggy, it's called. And Huggy Wuggy
No idea.
is a giant creature. It's like a satanic kids fucking movie that, or
It's going to be satanic. Yeah.
cartoon or some bullshit. But my daughter loves it, so I'll sneak and be like, "You want to watch it? Let's watch it together." And then when mom comes in, we turn the TV off right away, you know. So she wants me to get on these stilts and be that character for Halloween. And I may surprise her and do that. Because it's a big,
awesome.
tall animal. And what he does is he eats the other character's head. It eats it right off. And then blood squirts out. I don't, this is the type of shit they're doing to our kids.
It's crazy.
But they take fucking simple type of shit off the interwebs.
Tom and Jerry when I was a kid.
Yeah, exactly. They don't want nothing to do with that anvil dropping. Oh, is that supposed to be scary, Dad? Well, have you heard of Huggy Wuggy? He eats your whole fucking head right off.
Oh boy, this gonna be good. Go for it, Minty.
Oh, I forgot I got tack strip in here too. It sucks. So I always follow the weed lines. At least I'm on cutting carpet.
You can always piece it back in. It'll be all right. Just don't hoover it.
Hoover it? What are we hoovering? Peruvian?
Peruvian hoovering.
A little more.
Probably Minty.
Oh, I gotta put a water heater in here too. Really, a water heater and it's livable. But I took my water heater and I put it in the basement over there, so there was dual, so you could take a shower as long as you want.
Mm-hmm.
into a sidearm, so if the wood boiler's going, you'd never run out of hot water. So we're going to do the same thing over here, because eventually there's going to be more than one apartment over here. I keep telling myself. Did you see those boats?
Oh, yeah.
Man, I'll tell you what, they're attainable. One of these days. The thing is, you gotta find one that's going, somebody that's going through a divorce or something.
That's right. And they're all out there, bro. Even when I went to the Caribbean, I went to St. Lucia, and I was talking to the locals. They were saying that they're buying the boat so cheap at the moment out of Miami, and them sailing them over into the Caribbean and renting them out for Airbnbs.
Absolutely. I never thought of that. That would even be fun, like a first time, just go out and Airbnb one for a week. But that'd be a hell of a week. But I hate renting shit.
Yeah.
I'd rather own it, fix it up, and sell it to break even.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Spend money on it. But that's the mentality you gotta have in this world. You can't just be pissing your fucking hard-earned, because that's what money essentially is. It's your time, So every time you throw that money out there, just remember that them were minutes of your life you're giving away. No. Minutes of your life you're giving away every time you buy that fucking crack cocaine. But it's so fun. I got a buddy that runs a charter business here, and he takes you out on the big lake and you catch these big, giant trout. And that would be fun if this lake wasn't so goddamn cold.
Yes. Absolutely, it would be.
And you can't really make a living, I wouldn't think, out of it if you only can do it for 4 months out of the year. Unless you're going out there every single day and making, thousands of dollars. But boats are so terrible on gas. You spend most of your money on the fuel. Nicole, get to work. Got here.
She'd only come to see you.
Yeah. No, I love her. She's good. I don't trust her though. She's a woman and she bleeds fucking once a month and doesn't die. So.
Freak of nature.
Yeah, all of them are. Would have to respect it more if you just owned up to it. What are we crying about on here now? What's a page? Let me see. Oh, are we talking about each other? You bitches, don't be bitches. That's all. Okay? Don't be a little bitch your whole life. That's all you gotta say. And if you're wrong, say I was a bitch. And then move on to the next thing you're gonna fuck up on. Why does everybody take everything so personally? That's another question I got.
Do you watch Mike Holmes, this guy?
Mike Holmes?
Yeah.
A builder?
I'm not sure. It just says, "Do you watch Mike Holmes?" This guy more than likely be a
I
builder.
used to watch him all the time when I was in prison. Yeah, he's good. He's a Canadian, eh? Canadian.
Zach says, "Lick me, Tom."
He's part of the 51st State Club.
That's right.
And
whether he wants to be or not.
Yeah. I only say that to piss people off. Oh, what's gonna happen if I'm off by an inch at the end of this?
That's what I said to it. You can piece it in, but just don't vac it.
I'm gonna blame it on my cousin. I'm gonna say, you cut that fucker crooked, dude.
The wall was crooked.
You cut that factory edge crooked.
Hey, Fabian, good to see you, bro.
Fabian! You know, if everybody could be as cool as Fabian, we'd have a better world. That's all I'm gonna say, okay? Even
Exactly.
if he is.
It's because he tokes organic matter, and when you're an organic matter toker, you're a chilled guy, the same as me.
Is that what it is?
Exactly.
Well,
He knows what's good. He's in tune with Mother Nature. He's at one. You know, you can, and that's where your happiness resides within, and that's why he exudes happiness the same way that I do.
Right. So
But then, we need the equilibriums, don't we? There's two sides of a coin. You have one happy mofo, and you have one miserable mofo, and that's why we're a good team up here.
I just tell people I'm misunderstood. That's all.
We know that.
I'm just misunderstood. We are almost done with this room. Oh, the hardest part about this whole thing is the closets.
Yeah, for sure. But worst comes to worst, your shoes, the shoes will cover them anyway. Just get done what you can. Cheers, everybody. I'll roll up a little zoot as we speak.
Do it right, do it good, do it like you know you should. I gotta go get that camper out of the yard today too. But I did want to get one. Oh.
Just mail it to fucking Buddy Scooby, upstate New York. It'll get there.
You're only allowed to take your lawnmower though. I gotta find it. My lawnmower been blowing oil.
Fabian says, "I have to leave my musk on the painting for you, Scooby." Yeah, fucking superb.
Oh, this is not gonna work.
He'll have to rub the canvas around his crevices before he sends it. Fucking brilliant. Zach saying he's hit you up on Discord. Would you check your Discord after the live, please, bro? Andy is coming up next week to be painted. Brilliant. I'll send you a picture in me mankini, shall I?
Mankini. There ain't nothing wrong with a little mankini. Kini, don't be a weenie.
2 passes in each crevice. You got to get that back and forth, baby, and we know this. Scooby's a lucky guy, isn't he?
Just don't be a goddamn cunt. I don't know. I love that word. I know you don't like it, but I like it.
No, I love it. I use it universally. My nan wouldn't have it said in the house, but it's a great word for me. It covers everything good and bad.
Exactly. That's like fuck. I don't know what I would do without the word fuck.
Mm.
It means so many different things. There's a
Cunt is universal, the same as
country.
shit.
This one
You can
comedian
have,
from a different country, he came to the U.S. and he's like, I didn't realize ass had so many different meanings. Like
yeah,
this big ass boat. Or
yeah,
that thing is fast at. Wait, no, that's a fast ass boat, or all this stuff. He just goes
that's right. This thing is kick ass. That thing's badass.
kick
I'm
ass.
gonna kick your ass.
Yeah, he's good.
Good shit, bad shit, wicked shit,
All
stinking shit, great shit. And that very same analogy works with the word cunt. It's look at that cunt. It's beautiful.
badass. Badass means good or
Exactly.
hot or you are looking good. Just the way he talks is funny as shit.
So you can have a badass car, but your wife has got an ass that's bad.
Yeah. Or you smell like ass.
Uh,
That's like these words that have they're spelt with letters that you don't hear. Well, that's silent. What? What the fuck?
yeah,
Yes. P as in pneumonia.
psychology.
Yeah. Fucking crazy shit. Damn, I gotta do this. I gotta take this up.
Yeah. See, silent but violent again from the ass.
Hey, all I know is a big ass is definitely a must. A lot of guys like them little tiny asses, but my girl gotta have big ass. Maybe that's that Mandango in my blood. I can't help it, okay?
That's the revolution, Fabian. Revolution.
What? You got Mandango? I'm from wherever the fuck you want to be from, okay? Oh, yeah, that's perfect. You guys didn't see none of that. It was so superb. Superb.
We seen it, bro. We seen it all.
Nope. I hid it. I was hiding. I would love to get that pontoon boat in the water, though, so when you come, I could bring you out there and show you that shipwreck. It's actually pretty cool to go out there and see those.
I was thinking that's where them steel plates have come from on the shore. That the ballast for them boats.
No, those came from her family members back in the day. They used to have a big boat launch there. And
Okay.
everybody from up here worked in industry, mining or whatever, so they had access, or the LS&I train yard or something. That was really the only thing up here besides logging. So they built themselves boathouses down there, and that's why them railroad tracks are in there too.
Okay.
And they
Okay.
set it on that shit. And then the boathouse was burnt down in the 80s or 70s or something. So you'll find big drippings of aluminum out there and all kinds of stuff.
Crazy.
And that's just what I know about. So there's probably other things.
Right,
Hello?
I'll be back.
Dick Donuts, Dick speaking. After these messages, we'll be right back. So the last update here.
Can you repeat that, please, bro? It broke up.
The hell was that?
Oh, that's my neighbour. So I look after his dog while he's at work.
Oh, we're freaking sketched. It must be when you did you go off or something?
Yeah, my phone rung. My neighbour rung me.
If you shut it off and come back with it.
No, if I shut off, I'll be gone. It might not let me back in. What's happened? Is there something happened?
Yeah, it got all crazy where I hear myself. I don't like hearing myself. I get
Mm-hmm. Well, press your microphone and press it back off again. See if that does it.
Hello?
Oh, I
No.
can hear the echo on it.
Yeah,
let me leave.
I'll call you right back. We'll come right back, guys. Okay. See, that fucking Andy's got to fuck it all up, eh? Let me see. Oh, I can't get him. Can I get him back on like this? No. Here, let me see. Copy link. Wait, what? What the fuck? Did it work, I wonder? I did. Oh, there he is. Who did it? Upside down and inside up. Huh?
And we're back.
We're good. Yep. I think that's what happened to me yesterday at the end of digging that hole is someone called me because I had 2 messages on there and then it just stopped recording. It wouldn't even allow me to get back on. So this morning, or when I seen that, I just hit record and then I posted it when I was talking to you earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Able to see the final product.
Yeah, man. It was huge. I was really surprised just how fucking much you had to take out to get into the damn job.
We were 10 foot deep. It was enough to when I got right down in there, you couldn't see the skid steer no more.
That's what I mean. That's what I was talking about earlier. It was so deep you couldn't see the machine. It showed how big it was because the machine looked so small in there.
Yep. Zach, just go on. It's called Hip Camp, right? Oh no, it won't do that.
Wait a minute. You're talking technology. Wait.
Wait, no. Because they make you on my camping site. The only way you get my address is if you pay for camping. So you can't just go on there and look. I think, or maybe you can. But if you look on Hip Camp,
listen, he's got you on Discord. You can tell him on Discord, Tom.
Yeah. Well, if you look on Hip Camp and you look up Blueberry Fields in Marquette, Michigan, it'll be me.
There you go.
Oh. So, and actually, we didn't usually through Memorial Weekend, it's packed back there and we didn't have anybody. But yesterday I had 3 in a row and then there's another one. So July will be a good month, but other than that. But it sucks because I'm not allowed to advertise either because if there's more than 3 sites, you're not allowed to advertise. What the fuck sense does that make?
It's crazy, isn't it? You're trying to bring money locally and they won't allow you.
Well, the reason is because I'm not contributing to them fucks. That's why.
Exactly. But you are inadvertently because they'll buy locally.
Yeah, so if I go through all the rigmarole, yeah, absolutely. It's only tourists up here anymore. But if I went and got a loan and got in the pockets of all these motherfuckers, then it would be fine. But because
absolutely.
it just fucked. So the lady called me because I was advertising on this website on something or another. I forget now, but she's like, "You're in violation. You got to take it down right now." I'm like, "Well, how do I get in standards or whatever. And she's like, you can't advertise more than 3 sites. And I'm like, all right, goodbye. What the fuck? And then ever since then.
Well, all you have to do then, bro, is advertise one site, because each and every individual camping site is one. And when they ring up for one, say, yes, I can give you one. It's lot number 3.
No, but see, then what they do is they'll send some fucking side cunt in here to try to do it, and they'll try to get me on misrepresent or whatever the fuck they do, you know.
Yeah, exactly. You play them at their own game with the language. I'm saying, they're just motherfuckers, aren't they? Sticking their nose in where it's not wanted.
Yeah,
they're called
and they actually pay someone how many
intermeddlers
$1,000 a year to just fuck with you, you know. And in return, it's our tax dollars that are standing on our own fucking neck, and that's what I've always preached. Stop paying these motherfuckers.
Exactly. Stop acquiescing. Nacho! Good to see you, brother.
Why they
Oh,
want to get
hell
rid of
no,
the
double
dollar.
trouble, he said.
You know, that's why they want this fucking.
Of course, that's going digital, so you'll have no damn choice but to pay them. That's
and
right.
That's why they.
He said it's not pulling up anything under Blueberry.
Came out with this new dollar. They won't say that. They just leave it in the ethers and don't tell nobody. Because if they told you, here, you got to take this jab, then what would happen? Nobody would fuck with that jab. Dumbass bastard.
Exactly. And that's why I haven't had no jabs, neither have my children. Anyway, Zach's saying that it's not pulling anything up with
Blueberry Fields, Marquette, Michigan. Hip camp. You got to be on hip camp. Are you on hip camp, Zach? Hip, hip, hip camp. Hip, hip, hooray. That's gonna come a little bit there. I can't believe I cut that off there. God damn it, both of these. This was my first carpet, though, I ever done in my life. Hip, hip, hopping, it don't stop hopping. We're gonna check this one, though. One slice. So, there's this cat I've been watching on the interwebs here called Nate. What the hell is his name? Nate. He's a black guy, and what he does is he's a comedian, and he gets up on stage and he fucks with people. That's all he does, and is he fucking great. I could sit there and watch him all day long. It's called, he's got 3 rules. I forget what they are now. It's a good show if you watch it. What the hell is his name? Nate? I'll look it up. He's great to watch, though. That's all I can say. Zach, did you find it? Nate or Zach, you gotta look up the hip camp, bud. If you can't find that, I don't know if you'll ever make it out of Wisconsin. I got faith in you, Zach.
You can do it, Zach.
I got faith in him. I'll hit you up on Discord later, though, and see if you made any progress. But that just sounds lazy to me, Zach. Sorry, bud, but that just sounds real lazy to me. That you can't find that on Hip Camp. HIP Camp.
The other guy do construction.
Hip Camp is really awesome too because it lets you see other sides of areas. It's not these plush fucking bullshit artists in debt to. The only thing I don't like is that you have to pay through them, and they're making 10% or something. Like I charge $20 fucking campsite, which ain't shit. But I don't offer nothing either. Like I'm not gonna come out there and say hi or nothing. Half the time, I don't even know that people have come and gone. But I'll tell you what, since they fucked with me on the advertisement shit, people have not gone back there as much as they did that first year.
Mm-hmm.
But it's mostly these yuppies, you know, like, oh, you're not on advertising, you must be a bad man or something, you know. And I am, but, you know, whatever. I tried to get my cousin to come back there, to come over here before he moved to Hawaii and be a groundskeeper and kind of make it a business. And he was like, oh, I can't do that. And then he moved to Hawaii, and the Hawaiians chased him out of there because he was too white and looked too Native American, whichever that means. And then he came back here and got his old job back. When I seen him, he had his head down. I'm like, dude, I just came from there. I told you they don't want you over there. And that's a fact. I wouldn't either if you came and took my fucking island. No, the facts of life are hard to hear, but it's what it is. Granddad, what are we making?
I've just done a coffee, young man.
You know who told me that? What's his name there? The People's Champ?
Oh, Harvey.
Harvey? He's like, yeah, that fucker keeps calling me Pops.
I call him all the time. Yes, Pop.
I'm going to call him Pops for you then. You know, my buddy that he's actually on the picture of my thing. I made him. There's a picture that of my thing now, whatever you call that, and it's
your thumbnail thing.
It's a picture in 1974, I think, of the guy that got me out of prison by talking sense into me, and he's in an interview with another black gentleman, and they were the two leaders of the riot that happened in Wisconsin. It was the biggest riot in Wisconsin state history. And there's actually video footage of it. But he was my cellie for years. And I wrote the letter that got him paroled. And that's what my picture is now of him. But
awesome.
I don't know where I was going with that, but
74 was a great year. I was born in 74, bro.
Yeah, that man did 36 years in prison as a non-violent, violent offender. But he was an armed robber, but he didn't shoot nobody or nothing, you know. So he got 20-some years for that, or 40 years, and he had to sit 20 on that. And then in 1981, on Christmas Eve, he broke out of Kettle Moraine State Prison. And he said it was him and 4 other guys. They took a guard hostage with a screwdriver and got his car that they drive around the prison all fucking day and every year and all this other stuff. Yeah. So they took him hostage with the screwdriver and they busted through the gates. And when they hit the gates, he said everybody in the car was going, "That's money," you know, because when you get in trouble for it, you got to pay for it.
Yeah, everything comes with a price, bro. Everything comes with a price.
He had a lot of great knowledge and great stories.
Oh, hey, Blue. Nobody knows me. Now that I see it, I remember that you've changed it, Blue. Welcome in, my lady. Good to see you.
Yeah, I know. 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 I know
I forgot that you changed your name to. I can't say that. What is it? Daytop. But yeah, welcome in, Blue. Good to see you.
That's funny. Yeah, they ended up getting caught a little while later because one of the guys had to go into town and fucking, you know. I think if I'm out of prison, freshly broken out of prison, I ain't going to town. I'm going into the woods.
You're damn right.
He said it was Christmas Eve, and they took over this bar real late at night and just got shit-faced.
How can you imagine doing that in them days? You know, it must have been fucking wild, man.
Oh, yeah. There was no radios or nothing, you know, and yeah, I can just imagine. Your wanted felons that just broke out of prison.
Oh, I fucking hate shopping as well, my lady. What a damn chore shopping is, isn't it? Shit.
Oh, yeah, shopping is shit for sure.
Fucking hate it.
Oh, mama!
Just killed a man.
I just busted out of this.
And nuts again.
That's it. Wait, see, I'm doing the stretching right now.
Absolutely, man. Carpet kicker built in.
We got one little bubble there. But this, yeah, see, I should have never put that tack strip. I'm not going to use tack strip on the rest of this. This is an actual newer product, and it doesn't have the backing, like that rough backing that carpet has. This is absolutely 100% waterproof. So
Yeah. Rather than a Hessian backing.
Yeah, the other stuff you could scrape your arm off on. And you should put carpet pad down, but I'm not. And one
Cheers,
of the
Blue.
things, this feels just absolutely fine. But the reason I'm not putting carpet pad is because this is going to have underfloor heating, radiant heat.
Yeah. You don't want to restrict the heat coming through.
Yeah, which isn't a great big deal, but.
Cheers, Minty. Cheers, Blue. Cheers, everybody.
Yep. So that's done. Now we're going to get rid of all the scraps over here. And maybe we'll carry in a bed. Maybe not. I think I might just take it easy for the rest of the day.
Well, I've already started doing that for you.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's that time of the day here now, bro. You gotta remember I've already been where you are today.
Right? Yeah, I always forget. You're, what, 6 hours?
Yeah, it's 6:30 here right now, bro.
Yeah, and it's 1:30 here. Yeah, 5 hours.
Yeah, so it's time for me to
Zach
wind
don't know
down.
what time it is. He's always an hour ahead.
Zach don't know where he's at. He just knows he's an hour behind Tom, whatever time that is.
Hey, he can't even find out the place that I told him to find out. I did everything but type it in for him.
Oh, did you, Tom? I noticed that when you said it. I thought, my goodness, he's going out on a limb here for our brother, and he's still not getting it. Is you feeling the same way?
Yeah, I'm telling you. No, I'll get him right. I'll get on Discord later.
Yeah, man, put him right.
Oh.
We'll have a great get together when I come over, bro. We'll have a good laugh. Shoot that breeze.
Damn, I might have to get it. That other one laid down so nicely.
Mommy, hello. I'm very well this evening, thank you. How are you?
Good enough.
Good enough, baby.
It's just a rental. It's just a rental.
Oh, awesome. Good to hear.
I'll be right back.
It's nice to do it to a standard though, whereby you would live in there yourself, even though you're going to rent it. Do it like you're going to live there with your family. It's a nice attribute, you know.
What's that?
To do the job to a high standard, like you're going to live there yourself, even though you're going to rent it out.
Oh yeah, I mean I've cut a lot of corners here, but my
But
cutting
we can't.
corners and someone else.
We can't see them. Yeah, exactly. Two different standards.
Like the drywall I did on all the drywall in here is a tape bed and then another coat. That's it, you know. And if as we're videoing, you probably can't tell, but if you were here, I could point it out and you'd know it, you know. But I spent a lot of years behind a tape gun and a mud box and pans. So, like I said, mine is not thee, and thee is not ye. Oh!
You plan on renting as well, Rick? Yeah, man. Just know who you're renting to, is what I say. Wow, what the fuck? I'm not sure what's the matter, mommy. That's some horrible repairs. A lot of houses have. The older they are, the worse the repairs because they made mud stick back in the day, you know.
Oh, mama. Okay. We got some wrinkles, though, here and there.
Oh, there's no need to apologise. There you go. She's stretched out like a little beauty.
Yep. I see there's one wrinkle right here. But all I got to do is get a brad or my crown stapler, and I'll
Yeah.
stretch it out in a couple spots. I don't look too bad for green, though. It almost looks silver, more gray, depending
I'd say
on.
it looks grey on the camera. It looks grey on the camera.
Does it? Yeah, it does look pretty gray, but it'll work. It'll work. For $600, I did all 4 rooms, so that's pretty goddamn good.
Yeah, man.
And
Mr. Cruz, good to see you.
I went out and got some quotes too, and my lowest quote was like $800 or $900, and it wasn't even half the quality of this stuff.
Uh-huh.
Everything is just so outrageous right now. I bought 2 fern cones for that pipe job yesterday, and it was $50 for 2 fucking fern cones. The rubber
Lord.
pipe connectors.
Page mind, there you go, girl. Yeah, that's a rip-off.
Yeah, well, that was contractor pricing, you know.
Uh-huh.
It's crazy.
Everything's through the roof just now, and it's all from COVID, and that's what it was all for. Hey, little sister, good to see you, girl.
Pandemicy. Well, we got 2 things done today. A little bit. Who knows? I might not even fuck with them again. I might just throw them beds in there and say, have at her.
Yeah, mind, there you go, Paige. Good to see you, girl. Rick saying this house they used a double bed frame to frame and fill an arched doorway.
Oh, yeah. I made a sitting bench one time because I had to extend a stairway because didn't meet code and it was real short. So what I did is I built a little bench above where I was cutting it out, and then I did like a step inside there for their daughter could have a little toy box area. That way I could extend the ceiling up. It worked
That's a
out.
great trailer. I do like that flatbed trailer.
Yeah.
Good
The
tool.
multi-max suspend, that's a 28-ton trailer.
That's a good trailer. I know a good trailer. I want to see one, bro.
28-ton. Actually, Robin, I'll blame it on Robin because she was driving. But when we picked up all the pipe for that drill rig, we put it on there. And we lost the fucking handle for the jack. So
yeah.
I've welded a thing up on there, but we still got to I got to make an actual handle that
Yeah,
folds
to wind it with.
over.
Okay. Can't you just weld a socket end to it with a nug on the end that goes in your speedy drill?
Yeah, it's too heavy to do that. And then you got to have a drill all the time too. So
I get that. I get that. And then what I generally do with the caravan legs, but I suppose it's different to that. It's a
yeah,
lot more
I did that.
expensive.
I did that on my camper. And
Do you know
actually, I did.
it's
I put a socket on here.
yeah. It's difficult. There you go. See, now I can actually see. It's difficult from that angle for me to get the gravitas of the size of the trailer, but
Oh yeah, this is a 28-ton
yeah,
trailer,
it's a
not
beast.
1,000
Yeah,
pounds.
it's a beast. Yes.
That's a 52,000-pound trailer. That's a dovetail. It's got 8 tires under it.
Yeah, man. Two
And
twin axle.
oh, it's not. Where the fuck is my other trailer? What the shit? I lost. Oh, it's out front. That's where it is. This one's a big one. This is similar. Actually, this one's a little bit bigger than that one. But, I thought about making a tiny house on one of them. Like strip it down and just build a tiny.
You are damn right. Have you seen the money they go for, Tom, when they're done?
Oh,
Lord, they are awesome too.
and those are such big trailers that you could put a double 2-story tiny house on there.
Exactly. That's exactly what I'm talking about. And they look like a vintage Victorian home on wheels. Awesome.
Yeah. All things the guy could do,
I heard this other party that. Yeah, Tom was throwing a party and everybody is invited, Miss Rainey.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Just letting my dog in.
I think I got in my mind I'm gonna do about
Yeah,
probably 10 more people in blue. It'd be like the first year type of thing. And then after that, no more blue for me. Unless they give me a reach around or something like that. We're gonna I got a whole new jack to put in there, and the spring is broken too, because you're supposed to be able to pull that out and it will slam up. It doesn't. What happens if you pull that pin, it falls down and then you're
Drop
fucked.
it down. Yeah.
But this trailer needs some work. But every time I use it, I'm like, well, I'm only using it 2 times this year. Fuck it. And then I use it 2 times the next year, and I say the same thing.
Yeah. The nice trailer though, but man, it just deserves the work.
Yeah. And then I just noticed that all these timbers are rotten right
The
out.
boards need changing. Yeah, yeah.
This is a 2011 trailer, I think it is. And it was like brand new when I got it, but she's rough now.
See, things like that I could just work on, man, and restore and renew, repaint, make it like rechange the boards and things while you're doing other things.
Absolutely. There's lots of things. There's lots of things, lots of possibilities. Yeah, I bent that. I don't know how I bent that. That's a big piece of plate. I like how this trailer's put together with these straps too.
With the straps, exactly.
It don't take me nothing to cut new boards for this. With the sawmill, you could cut new boards every day if you needed to.
We're all good. Everybody's good.
Thong a dong dong dong. We're gonna get this trailer off here quick though. Let's see here. Where is the thing I just had in my hand? The thing.
Depends which thing you had in your hand.
The one thing. The one thing. Oh, I got gas cans in there too. Oh, you know what else? All the tools I had to bring to that job yesterday are inside the cab of this truck because my back hurts so bad that I asked my woman, I said, hey, can you get all the electrical out the back of the truck and throw it in the cab for me? Ow, ow, ow. That's exactly how I said it too. Owie, owie, owie. And she said, sure I will, honey bunny sweetie pie.
Just wait till I've cooked for you and got your fresh clothes before I do it for you.
Oh no, not the fresh clothes.
Oh, okay. I thought I was pushing it.
Hey, I know, it's rough. It's rough. We make our own destiny though, you know?
We create our own environment, brother. Hence I sit alone.
Well, not for long. You're just in a fucked up area, that's all.
As soon as I get this damn surgery, this MRI on Monday, and I shall have it done then. You too, Kelly. Good to see you, sister. Good to see all of you up in here today. Good to see you too, Miss Rainey. Pass my regards on to Mr. Fools. I haven't seen or spoken to you guys for a little moment. As you can see, I've got a brand new channel. I need to resubscribe back to Miss Rainey and Fool's Errands channel. I haven't got them on here at the moment. But I shall seek you both out and resubscribe to you both. Under my pinned message is my account.
So yeah, I got a really good couple of ideas to make some money here. I'm just too lazy to do it. So when you come here, I'm gonna throw it at you and say, here you go. And I know you'll be able to do it for sure.
That's right, bro.
But did I tell you also my 1-ton? I drove to town the other day to my dentist appointment, and that thing just started shaking like a son of a bitch. So it's either a U-joint or an axle or something.
U-joint, axle, prop shaft. Normally prop shaft.
Yeah, it probably is that. I'm gonna throw it on the hoist one of these days. Probably next year. I think we're done here for the day. My gine's all frothy. I think we'll go sit on the beach and have a coffee.
Wait till you're my age, brother. Lordy, Lordy, I'll give you something to talk about.
I just worked for 29 hours straight. You son of a bitch, you. My gina is way frothier than yours at the moment, okay? And I'm going to stand on that.
You too, Miss Rainey, thank you. Listen, don't worry about it up on here. If you want to bring it out in the chat, it's no problem. No problem, Leah, you know. If someone in here, like young Kayla, is lying regarding her age or where she is or what she's up to and everything, that's fine. You can do all of that. Just don't bring people's name into your lies. That's it. Don't bring people into your own lies. And that's it. We don't care what colour, creed, religion, sexuality, gender, anything. We don't care. Just don't bring people's name into one's own delusions. And that's the end of that. You've gone silent, Tom.
What happened? Somebody's a liar?
Well, Kayla is saying that she's had a baby and it's premature and that she lives somewhere and she's in Russia and she's in somewhere else and in somewhere else and the house is burnt down and then she's been promoted from sergeant to something else and she's living civilian life and then she's having Minty's baby and all sorts of craziness that she keeps typing up in people's chats, and so she's been called out today, you know, for it.
All right. Kayla, you still in there? Fuck's your problem, woman?
Vacationing to Mexico later this year. And checked if I was going to visit. Now I'm confused. Sorry. Yeah, she told me she's in Sweden or Poland or somewhere like that in Europe. She told me she's in Europe.
You know, it don't matter where the fuck she's
It doesn't matter. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter. We don't care where you are, who you are, what you are. We don't care.
You know,
just don't bring people's names into your confusion.
until you're fucking standing right here and bullshitting to me in my face and costing me money. I don't give a fuck what you are or where you do or where you say you're from. But these
That's right.
costed me $50 yesterday.
Lordy, something. What?
Yeah, those two right there. Stupid shit. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you know, you get around drunk people, they lie all the time. So what's the difference?
Mm-hmm.
I've been known to scrabble a few out on a drunk, but you know, a bullshitter, once you're known as a bullshitter, that's all it is. You're just the bullshitter. I got a couple pals, I'll say, are bullshitter friends, but I know exactly who they are and what they represent. So if that's what you choose to represent, well, then so be it.
And that's what they say, better the devil you know. If you know what you're dealing with, that's fine. You know you're not going to count on them when the shit hits the fan, so don't fucking call on them.
Exactly. I mean, some people choose that path. Maybe it's because of childhood trauma or whatever the fuck. They sucked a dick and they didn't like it or whatever it was, you know? But
Everybody likes attention. And I suppose in their own way, we all seek attention, but there's a way to get attention. And
yeah,
when they say that there's no such thing as negative publicity, is bullshit because you can massively impact yourself by the things that you say, you know, and they do catch up to you. And so we have to
absolutely.
be mindful. If you're painting a picture of yourself up in here in chats without people actually ever seeing you, the picture that you paint sticks, you know. Your
Well,
words
and not
are
only that is we all paint our own picture, so make sure it's the picture you want.
exactly that's what I'm saying, you know. Make sure you're using the correct stuff. Yes, Ellie, good to see you, my girl.
You know, all I want to ever do is stay debt free and not be a homosexual. So that's my picture.
Well, if you're homosexual, homo sapien, or whatever the homo you are, it doesn't matter none to me. I don't care for
No,
that,
I
you
don't
know.
either. I don't either. But I'm just telling you my picture. You know, since we're sharing, since we're sharing.
Exactly. Since we're sharing ink.
And like I said, I know gay people too, but they're not trying to tell me they're pregnant and fucking from a different
That's
country.
right.
They're not.
I'm not homosexual, I'm gay.
I don't think he can get pregnant, to tell you the truth. If you ain't laughing at it, I don't know.
Zach wants to know, are you still working on not being homosexual, Tom?
No, I wonder sometimes if it's me or if it's just my asshole.
Oh, the lusts of the flesh.
But then, as soon as you start doing that and saying that, then people are going to get jealous of that. So you're fucked either way. Well, my asshole's better rounded than yours. Well, fuck. I lost that one. I don't know. People get estranged at the damnedest things. This fucking truck. They get crazy. Look at this mess. This is all the tools you need besides a big ass skid steer and a truck to pull it with. Look, I brought my rubbers.
There you go, Miss Rainey. I've typed in the what's it so you can click on my thingy there, my lady.
Sawzall. Some people are completely happy with gaining material possessions and acquiring debt up to their eyeballs, and then realizing that they're a prisoner in their own life. So a lot of people get off on that alone. So it is what it is. I cannot myself imagine being stuck in a job because my hasty decisions didn't allow me to think properly through the situation. But since we're talking about people and things and what they do and why, I guess we'll never know why, will we? Just like judgment, we're all guilty of judging others. But when it comes down to it, it doesn't really fucking matter. Let them be them.
This is the thing. We're brought up in schooling with comparables and we're taught to compare ourselves to one another. Whereas in actual fact, we're completely unique and there is no damn comparable.
Yeah. Well, and that's, it starts off, just like you said, the schooling. They've infiltrated, and that's what they've set out to do. And that's why people, any creed, color, religion, if you set out to do something, the only fucking person that can stop you from doing it is
you. Yeah, that's right.
I'm a 2-time felon that became the first contractor in Michigan history to get a license. Not only did I get a license, but I was on parole when I did it. So you're never going to tell me you can't do something, regardless. And not only did I do that, but I had family, close people in my life tell me I couldn't do it while I was in the pursuit of it. So, anything is accessible. Accessible.
And not accessible.
Yeah.
Exactly, Leah.
There are things that are in excess.
We're not all grown, Leah. We're not all as mature. We're not all as advanced. We're not all as grown up as each other. And sometime when some of us grow up to the age that they really are, they'll accept the wrongness.
But and a lot of people can't accept the bold responsibility of having a conversation and getting your feelings hurt either.
Yes, that's right. It's okay if it's constructive. It's fine. If you criticise, it makes you it hurts your feelings, but it's all for the positive.
Yeah.
Nacho says, "Okay, on that note, I must apologise. I'm not really a lesbian." Well, if we're talking about that, I'm going to tell you I am a lesbian, and I've always been a lesbian, Nacho. So I've only ever had women.
That is not what you said the other night. Okay.
What was on the other night?
The other night he said, "Yes, Daddy. Yes, Daddy."
But that does. But that doesn't take away my lesbianism
Yeah.
because that was on a Wednesday, and I'm always daddy's boy on Wednesdays.
No, see, you fucked up. You cannot be lesbian on Wednesday. Okay?
Exactly, because I'm daddy's boy on Wednesdays.
Yeah. I'm sure that wasn't Tuesday. Now I'm just confused. God damn it. I'll cry right now.
Mama!
Mama! She don't never answer me either. God damn it. I got 2 Skittles in here. Which one of you fruits wants it?
It's because our wives are like the judge in the common law court. They have no obligation to hear nor see you.
What do we got in here? Bills. There is my Frankenmuth life, car insurance. You know, I hope they do something about this fucking car insurance. That's what
It's a
I
scam.
paid. That's 6 months right there. $236.03.
Mm.
But I have never had any kind of violations. Oh, this is my thing too. And that's on a 2004 F350. And you know what? They should have to, if you don't use any of your insurance policy or whatever the fuck it is,
Give
they
it your
should have
back.
to give it all back. Or even 90% of it. Keep 10, you know? But these fuckers are getting so rich off of nothing. Off a
Absolutely, they.
law. I gotta
You
buy
try
some
and
of
make
these.
a claim. You read that small print before you make a claim.
Oh, I never make a claim. Fuck that.
Me neither. I've never had insurance or like that in my house or anything. I don't subscribe to all that fraudulent behaviour.
Well, that's car insurance. You have to have car insurance.
Oh, we have to have car insurance. Mine's very cheap though. Mine's cheap about that price for 12 months.
Yeah, mine's whatever that just said for 6 months on that other car there. But I don't carry full coverage or nothing like that. Not even on this truck. Matter of fact, this truck doesn't even have insurance on it right now. So I'm just willy-nilly in it. So if I got pulled over, I'd have to pay $100 fine right there. And that's the
Which is
extent of
cheaper
that.
than 236 for 6 months.
Exactly. So now that everybody knows what I do for a living. No, but you know, it's crazy. That's why these big, huge companies would rather pay the fucking fine than do it the proper way. Because there's these loopholes. And I don't work like a madman anymore either, so I really got no reason to drive. I wish, don't get me wrong, if they could fix my heart or whatever the fuck's wrong and I could go to work every day, I would. Because I hate being a broke bitch. Oh, I forgot the duck food. Okay, we'll go get the duck food. God dang it. We gotta go back across the road. I was staring right at it too, but then you guys got me onto fucking Never Never Land and feelings and shit, so. And the whole while, my ducks are starving. I hope you're proud of yourselves. You know what?
Mama!
The grass is pretty long over here too. Maybe we'll bring the lawnmower back.
That chat froze. Oh, sorry, Rose. Yeah, my chattered frog. I'm just catching up now. I was stuck on my ex had 9 felonies. Thank goodness it's Thursday. Lord Nacho's paying 1,200 for 6 months.
Rainy, I guarantee you, cheapest insurance for a man.
Hey Nikki, good to see you, girl. Have a great day, Ellie. Have a great day, Ellie.
To the beach, people. As soon as we can remember. Damn, that's heavy. I bet you it weighs at least 50 pounds.
What, your wallet?
Come on, Wally. Oh, do I got a knife to cut that with? I know there's one upstairs. Damn it.
Lord. You're breaking up and glitching, Tom.
I don't know. Is it just that people just are lonely and they feel like talking and then they get themselves into some bullshit story?
I couldn't tell you. I could only assume that you tell me, bro. I'd rather sit in
Yep.
silence than talk shit.
Yeah, tell big fibs. I am not one for it for sure, but god damn, it's kind of disheartening. But and
Yeah,
then to be if you're doing that and you're claiming to be a
exactly.
there's definitely goofies everywhere. All right, we're back. Action Jackson.
Well, guys, I must tell you, for my Volkswagen, I pay less than $40 a month. I don't want to stir it, but that's how much I pay.
$40 a month, so I pay
Less.
two. What did my bill say? Two something? 240?
Yeah.
240, 24. What is that?
So,
$60 a month?
12, 18, yeah, $60.
Yeah, so that's not too bad.
Yeah.
And I'm sure, I've had the same people for years now, so I'm sure if I shopped around, I could do better. But sometimes it's not worth that $20.
Uh-huh.
It's better to be with. Oh, look, she's been running this fucker over too. See, I told her.
It's better to give them extra $20 to the devil that you know.
Exactly. That's what I was trying to say. Oh, now I gotta carry this thing again. Chicken, bok, bok, bok. Oh. All right. Let's see if we
Let's
lose.
do the messages again because it freezes because you went out of damn thing here.
We should have service all the way over here. No? Are we losing it?
No,
Oh.
we're back. It's just the chat freezes when we lose that signal.
Hi guys. Hi guys. Here's your food. Yay, we're gonna get fed. Where am I gonna set you guys at? Right here.
I think it's absolutely awful with no cock-a-doodle-doo.
I know it sucks, but I had to kill that prick.
Larry pays 40 a month too. Hey, Larry.
I know one thing. When I was younger, I didn't pay that. I paid $50 trillion, it seems. But either way, no matter how much you're paying, if you don't use it, you should get the motherfucker back, because that's stealing in my eyes.
Yeah, it even matters if it's garaged overnight. If you only do low miles per year, and you've got a good immobilizer on it, and all these types of BS, man, it lowers the price.
Well, yeah, and if you park your garage your car into a nice garage, all that should be a factor. You know?
It is in my country. If your car's off-road parking, it makes a difference to the insurance. But so does the postal code, the zip code. If you live in a rough area, your insurance is higher.
Here, guys. God damn. This is work, man. You know, there's farmers out there that do this for fun. That's cesspool right here. Hi, guys. That's looking funky right there. Hi. Hi. You can get it now. Go ahead. Okay. Look at they got all their feathers in a week.
Yeah, they've grown so much, haven't they?
Yeah. Hi, Doc. Hi, Doc. Let me grab this. Don't be scared. Whoa. Now you guys can all get around it. Ducks are so sketchy. My last ducks were cool, though. They'd follow me down to the lake. They'd go swimming down the way with us. They would swim from here on the beach all the way down to the Eagle's Nest and back. People would come by in their boats like, is that a duck following you? Yeah. Hi. Hi. Oh, hi. You're nice. Oh, we lost you. What happened? What are you doing, huh? What are you doing, kid? Oh, you prick. Don't touch me. I don't know what happened to Andy. Oh, is he back? There he is. Except for now we're glitching or whatever. Go back out again, and then I'll back and then
We're okay, aren't we?
Huh?
We're okay, aren't we?
No, it's double.
Oh, for goodness sake.
It's all right. Fuck, this is heavy. Fuck. So there. Oh, there we go. Add. Come back. Should be good now. Oh. This grass seed I got is still not sprouted up. I don't know if you remember when I did that, but my brother's gonna get married here, and I was hoping to have that all grass over there by then. Still got a month, but oh shit. Oh, one more thing before we go to the lake. I need a machu can. And I don't know what she's watering here.
Yeah, Rick. Still trying it. Yeah, for sure.
Ring out too. What does he got going there? Wheels on a. What the fuck is happening? I don't know what they got down there. Some kind of wheelie thing. Nobody's there either. Most of the time, nobody's down here. And that's great. This thing was flopping around on me yesterday like it's doing right now. Come to find out, this thing was broken. This one piece.
Suzanne Driftwood drifting into pieces.
Drifting these nuts. Crazy nuts. I don't know if you could handle out here on the beach like this.
It seems like tough work, bro. It takes endurance, and I'm sure it's a tough thing to do.
Oh, I'm struggling right now. You should see my face.
Well, I didn't want to. Keep pointing it towards the scenery, bro. I can see and feel you in hardship right now.
That's what Paz was on earlier, and he was at the casino, and I said, "Come on, bro, you got to put fucking $320 in there to win 275."
Of course you have. You
But he
know.
wasn't showing the machine. I said, "What are you doing? Turn it around. Nobody wants to see your ugly mug." Well, then he
How'd you
ended
get?
up dropping a glass, but as it looked on here, it looked like he got mad and threw the glass on the ground because then he just straight left out of the casino.
Oh Lord.
I said,
Yeah.
"Ah."
As the old adage goes, to get £1 million worth of gold out the ground, you put 2 million into it.
Exactly. Fuck that place. I like to go there every once in a while to play cards or something, but you don't go
David
there.
asking where you are. What neck of the woods is Tom in?
This neck is the Upper Peninsula of Michigan.
On the Great Lake.
Yeah. And thanks for wording it that way. Yeah. One of these days we'll have the boat down here again.
Awesome.
I wonder if we could reach the water. Let's try it. The worst that'll happen is we'll just go blank. I need to build new stairs here too. I got one big giant rock down there, but all these were just stones out of the quarry, you know, so I just kind of packed them there. They work, but it'd be nice to get some limestone and make an actual stair there. And actually, what I'd like to do is not only do the limestone, but then whatever trailer that I use for the pontoon boat, I'll make a ramp down each side so I can just come straight down that right into the water.
Yeah,
Because
definitely.
I don't know if you watched any of my videos when I bring the boat down, but it's 24 fucking foot long. And that doesn't include the tongue and the skid steer. So to get that curve down there, it's a pain in the ass. We got the beach this year. Oh, I bet they're loving having that. Their rocks over here come all the way down to here. And so all that got blown over with sand.
Oh Lord.
But what could happen is that sand could be gone tomorrow too with a storm. So
You get washed away, exactly.
and normally all this, like if you go 300, maybe 500 yards down, it was stone and rock from there all the way around. And this year it's all covered in sand. So the beach is really awesome this year.
I love the tune by Dire Straits, Telegraph Road, and it talks of a man setting his home up down by the cold lake shore, and that just reminds me of it each and every time.
Yep.
Here she is, my girl.
Nicole, are we done with work? No. 2:00.
Take it easy, Paige.
All right, Paige. Dave, I thought you were on. Zach, did you look that up yet? You little shit. You big little shit. I know you didn't.
He's waiting for you on the Discord, bro. He's waiting for you on the Discord to give you
There's
damn
only
zip code.
4 fucking campsites in the whole UP, so I know you're full of shit. No, there's actually a bazillion of them. But I am like one of the first ones on hip camp, and I don't even know how that happened. Must have been an accident.
So he's saying
I'll tell you what, though.
He said he sent you a message on there, but didn't show the address, but he's found it.
No, of course he did, the liar. He can't bullshit a bullshitter. You know, that's just what I'm saying. Oh, I'm supposed to have July is going to be a hot month for back there. That's kind of nice.
Awesome.
I wish I
July
could
before.
advertise it. I wish I could I wish I knew what the penalty would be for advertising. I should have asked that. Well, how much are you going to penalize me? Because there's big money in campgrounds, you know. I think I figured it out before. If I had 30 sites and they were full half the time for 6 months of the year, it was like retirement style type of money.
Absolutely, it is. That's why they're hot, these trailer parks and stuff, you know?
Yeah. So, but I think then I did some thinking and I thought, well, fuck them. If I can only advertise 3, then I'll just build 3 tiny homes back there and I'll charge double and then I'll just do that. Fuck them. Then you don't have so many people coming in and out too, you know? Whereas that first year, I think I had over 130 campers, you know? And that was great, but it's still a lot of traffic, you know?
That's right. Nicole says she absolutely loves camping.
Yeah. Yeah, it's I'm not a big tent camper anymore just because my neck and back, but
I'm the same as you, bro. Give me a camper, no problem.
Yeah, I mean, I got a queen size bed in my camper, so it's just like being home, you know?
Exactly.
And actually, I sleep on my recliner 90% of the time, so give me a recliner and I'll be good.
Recliner and a guitar, my boy's good to go.
Yeah. But that's why I like that pontoon boat too, because there's room to get up and stretch your legs and walk around. But we have this thing down the way there called Pictured Rocks National Lakeshore. And that's a really awesome time to launch the boat and then make a whole day out of it.
Absolutely.
You see waterfalls coming out of fucking 300-foot rock droppings and this and that. It's pretty cool. And then you can go to a beach where there's another little waterfall, and the water that comes out of there is warm. So, you know, it's pretty cool.
Dave said it's not for him. He hates RVs. I think RVs are fucking awesome if you've got a good one.
Yeah, well, he just never had a good RV, I guess. And a recreational vehicle, I would stay away from, but a tow behind camper or a fifth wheel are great.
Yeah, fifth wheel especially. We don't have many of them in this country because the size of them and our roads are so much smaller, and our trucks to pull them even are so much smaller. So they only go to a certain size here, really.
Yeah, no,
Unless you're going to import a jewelry and the whole kit and caboodle that comes with it. Some big
my
6.8 Cummins and whatnot like that. It's too big in
my
this country.
my first camper was a Cardinal. That was my first camper. My first fifth wheel was a Cardinal, and it was 40 foot long, and I lived in it for 2 years. And it had the front portion you step up in was the living room, and there was a full couch on each side that one would pull out into a bed.
Hmm.
And then in the front was the whole entertainment system, and below was a fireplace. It was an electric fireplace, but it still looked like a fireplace. And then in the middle was the kitchen, and it was 4 slide outs, so the whole thing would open up big.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And in the kitchen there was a ceiling fan that I had to get on a chair just to turn the fucking light bulb, which isn't saying much because I'm kind of short, but you know, it was big. It was nice. It had a washer and dryer. It had a full shower. Uh, the toilet was closed off from everything else, so you didn't have to shit in front of people or whatever. It
Yeah,
was nice.
yeah.
Big queen size bed in the back room. And then because we were there so long, I actually built a deck off of it. So like we had a porch and everything. It was cool.
Yeah, sure.
A lot of pipeliners do that in America and probably everywhere. They just get a fifth wheel and they travel following the pipeline and
Yeah, yeah. Oil workers and field workers, all that type, definitely.
big money in that. And if you do it right, you can you can save a lot of money and retire really well off.
Yeah,
It's
for sure.
it's a shame all these trades are being just abolished by the droves.
For good reason.
Mhm.
Good reason to them, incidentally, not us.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what people are thinking with this electric fucking car and shit. If they paid to let everyone in America put a solar panel on their roof, they could get rid of the electrical grid altogether. Or they could keep it, but all the rooftop units would, the solar panels on the roofs would power everything because there's enough square footage.
There's power in the ether. There's power in the ground. They know
Oh,
this. That's why it
oh,
has to be
all the
earth and grounded. They know this, bro. But they're not going to give us the remedy, Otherwise, they're not going to get our money off us.
Yeah, that would kill the whole sector of paying jobs too, though.
Absolutely.
They're gonna come up with some sort of universal pay. It's just when. It's not a matter of if, because we're losing too many jobs, and America is so spoiled that it would be utter chaos.
You don't learn now how to build a home. You learn how to build an app on your phone.
Yeah, you
So
learn how to.
I've
You
got to
learn
go,
how to.
bro. I've got a call coming in. I've got to go.
All right, bud. I'll talk to you again.
All right. Catch up soon, brother.
There goes Andy. Now I gotta look at the chat. Dang it. It's nice having someone to watch the chat for you guys. And we're not staying down by this lake. I gotta go up here and sit down in the chair. What are we on? Hour or 145 minutes? I gotta get Judy off the bus here in a minute. Let me see. Where did he leave off? We weren't even looking at the chat, were we? Hell yeah, Zach. When you guys come up, it'll be a good time. It's too bad I won't have my. It'll be alright. Another day. Look at the size of this pine cone. Where did that come from? Right there. Somewhere in there. This year is going to be all about fixing up this yard a little bit. I do got to get the deck done over there so they can safely go up and down the stairs. I was supposed to move this. I'll do that later. She's going to move this garden. This was her mom's garden. This was her parents' house. So, like, she's got a lot of sentimental value to these things here, and I don't. Because I live for the living, not for the dead. But this has to go. Goodbye. Yeah, no, they're meant to only be used here and there. They're not meant to live in. And even the nice ones are junk. You know, there's no reason they can't use good quality. Lose profits and shareholder margins and that, then they could make them better. But you know, it's a recreational vehicle. Oh shit! There we go. Now we're not. Oh, this side. What the fuck? Ooh, I'm losing power. I could put this on here, and I won't have to hold my phone. There we go. Beautiful. Yeah. Tell me something. The $1 million and up bus conversions, they're all the same crap. No, I know. I got a buddy of mine that just sold his used fucking RV with marble and shit in the ceiling. He sold it for 500 grand. But them people are big dollar people. I'll never see those. What are you doing, kid? I haven't seen you in a couple of days, huh? You've been gone. All right, man. Have her at her, do her tour. We've been on here for quite some time. I'll put that on Discord, that info. I'm ready to sit down myself, and I ain't even done nothing. But I've been running hard for the last couple of days, plus a weekend of partying too. Kinda. I tried to drink my heart out, but the last night, was it Monday night? Me and my little sister stayed up till 2 or 3 o'clock, but I was feeling like shit the whole time. Oh, there's a hummingbird. Stuff either. It's not good for them. Just the red alone. And actually, you don't even have to have a red colored. At my other house, my deck was like 20 foot off the ground and it was overlooking the river. And there used to be so many damn hummingbirds that would come to the hummingbird feeder that if you had a chair close to it, they would dive bomb and attack each other and they would hit you. I mean, they're nuts. Zach's leaving, not Dave. I might do that here in the next day or two if it's nice. I gotta, probably this week, I'm gonna end up cutting a bunch of logs up into 3/4 inch lumber to make some fence panels, because I gotta make 5 6-foot panels, 5 6x6 panels. And then I want to make a couple with different picket styles and put them by the road for sale. Dick dong. Dong in a thong. Are you a dioc? Don't be a dioc. What did I do with my drink? Oh! Don't be a pussy. I would want to be a pussy. You don't got to do shit but murder things all day. And you might get scolded here and there. And then if you got a woman in the house that feeds you on demand, you just go meow at her and she fucking sets you up with a bowl of tuna or a duck in a cage. Although I kind of feel sad for putting them in a cage. Oh, what did I do with that coffee, I wonder? Probably left it. Yeah, this camper, when I bought it, I paid $2,000 for this camper. And the roof was shot and it didn't have a floor. And I've had to fix the shit out of it, but I still haven't put flooring on there, but I don't really care, you know? But what more do you need? A guy could live in here, you know? He had a bedroom with a pocket door. In case you want to. That's a pull-out couch, so you could sleep 2 on there comfortably, 2 in there. That's a little bed, so I guess you might be able to get 2 on there. And then you got 4 bunks in the back. You know, I redid all this and that, but... And that used to be a TV station and shit, so I tore all that out of there. 2 bunks there. Fuck, we got a toilet and a shower and a tub in this one. Sunroof, come on. Big dollars. It even came with that picture so you could pretend you're at the beach. Huh? Sink. Look at this, it even works. I should actually put this across the street and put it on one of them channels. It's got a house faucet in it. Because the fucking faucets they give you, it's a little big for here, but all the stuff you get for campers is straight trash. Cutting boards. It's a nice little camper for $2,000. What's that? That's her tablet right there. They were bitching about this morning. I don't know what you did with it. Blah, blah, blah. This radio stopped working last year. Not that I ever used it, but fucking CD player. One of these days I'll figure it out. But I always got my little radio. I've never turned that on. Storage out the ass. Little chair. I would like to put a recliner in here though. Oh yeah, and I got all that extra carpet from the house over there. And it rolls perfectly right here. So yeah, not too bad. I would never spend, I think I spent $18,000 on my big fifth wheel. And I sold it for 14, I think, after 2 years. So that wasn't too bad. But I would never go out and buy one of these new ever. People that do that just got money to piss away. But this right here is An inline fuse behind the radio? I'll have to check that out. Because it just all of a sudden went off one day. My kid used to go in there and press the button 50 times.
Oh, hi, dude. Oh, they're all dude. They're all dude when they're little. Hi, little guys. Hi.
It's funny. It's when I had Kai, everyone thought he was a girl, and everybody thought Judy was a guy. I think it's just always.
I used to call Judy George all the time. I'd have to go look. Yeah, I got my Milwaukee speaker I bring everywhere, so I don't even mess with them. Oh, what do we got? Nate, I gotta go to my guy here, and you guys can see I love watching this. Software user. Yeah, this guy right here. Let me go show you a picture really quick. Sally in prison. And this is in the 70s. And I got pictures over there. This guy, he's dead now, but he didn't get out of prison for 36 years, I think he did. And I wrote the letter that got him paroled. And this was his buddy in prison. And they together were the heads of, like, he was the heads of the whites and he was the heads of the blacks at the time. And that was a meeting to get clemency and amnesty for the prison riot. And it was the biggest prison riot in Wisconsin state history, in Waupun, Wisconsin. So that's just a little story of that. Oh, let's see here. Nate Jackson. That's who I was trying to think of. Nate Jackson. He's great. But I'm going to run out of battery, guys. So thanks for hanging out for a little while. I'm glad I could actually do a little bit of talking instead of working all day long every day. But that's what I do. So we will see you on a different channel, talking shit or having fun with it. And have a good one, guys. Later, Nacho. Davison. Dong in a thong, you dickhead. Zach's gone. Fuck Zach. Who else? Rick, you prick. Nicole, get back to fucking work, you. Paige. All you guys. Have a good one. We're out of there. I'm in my chair. This is what I do. Later.